Hello everyone. Today is Sunday, April 3rd, 2022 at 1:48 a.m. So, yesterday I journaled and wrote on my blog all afternoon and all evening and all night long. Well, not all night, but for many hours I was just writing all day. And sometimes when you journal and write and stuff, um, it helps you kind of connect more dots about the truth about certain things, and you end up realizing things that you never realized before, or you might have a certain revelation about something that you didn't realize before. So, um, I enjoyed, I enjoyed the dinner that I had, and so I'm planning on doing more writing later on today. And it's like, well, this was the most writing I did in one sitting in a long time, but multiple different topics. Um, you know, but it's like I wish I can had the mental strength and be not sleep deprived so I can focus or work on. I feel like the big nonfiction book is more important than the big fiction book, but I wish I could work on both of them. But it takes a very long time to recover from sleep deprivation, especially chronic sleep deprivation. And I read that if you miss one night of sleep, I read that it takes 4 days to recover fully from loss of sleep. But at the moment, in the area where it's supposed to be, your pineal gland, lately I would, for the past few years off and on, I don't get headaches nearly as much as I used to when when I was on those psych meds or when I was in foster care. But at the moment I have a headache exactly where my pineal gland is, and I don't even know if it's considered a migraine, but I started to I try to settle and get ready to go to bed at just before 1:15 this morning, not long ago. Excuse me. And I'm yawning. So the moment I dozed off, the moment I started to get comfortable, relax, and close my eyes, they started to vibrate me so bad that I almost felt like, and I know that, there's a meme out there talking about, Daddy, what do you do for a living? I'm a gang stalker, honey. I torture people electronically in hopes that they will commit suicide. And so it's like me, trying to fight against them trying to push me over the edge. Me trying to fight to stay strong and battle against, them trying to, cause me to forfeit my chance in heaven. And so, me trying to fight and battle, to stay strong and it seems like once I started to do this video, they were still vibrating me, but then after 3 minutes, they stopped. But several hours ago, for at least a good hour or two long, like an hour or two, you know, they were vibrating the toes on my right foot. And um and they just kept on doing it. And they were burning and frying the toes on my right foot. And then I went to tweet about it on Twitter. And then the burning stopped. So this might be the reason why I have what seems like continuous, what appears to be like continuous, what seems like athlete's foot that won't go away, no matter how healthy I would try to eat, or no matter if I try to improve my diet. And I'm wondering if the directed energy weapons are the reasons why my toenails are growing thick, and I can't even trim some of my toenails. I can't even trim them. Like the big toe on my right foot the toenail is too thick, and the pinky toe on my left foot is too thick. I can't even cut it, and it just keep on growing thick instead of outward. And so and it's always like the three middle toes, not the big toe or the pinky toe on the right foot, and not on the left foot, but just the three in between toes. You know, the three middle toes on the right foot are the toes that they always attack me. You know, they attack my toes on my right foot. So, I mean, so it's like, it's like just a short while ago when I tried to close my eyes and go to sleep, they vibrated me so bad that I felt like they're making me feel like as if I can't stay here past Friday dealing with this, vibrating torture. This was how I ended up on the streets in the first place. And then, I've said before that, when I got here to Pensacola and was forced to sleep on the streets, they didn't vibrate me for over a year. And then after I got wrongfully banned from the, what's that place? That Motel 6. No, I'm sorry, Super 6 Motel. The Super 6 Motel around July or August 2020, after I had that altercation. And then after I ended up being forced back on the streets, that's when they started vibrating me on the streets. But in 2019, I'll say about only 2 or 3 times they vibrated me on the streets. So it's like, I feel like, well, if they're trying to run me up out of here with assaulting and vibrating me so bad, but then if I end up on the streets, now they've been vibrating me on the streets, because certain other targeted individuals who said that they were forced into homelessness as a result of the vibrating, they said that their vibrating stopped when they were forced to live on the streets. So that's how it is. it seems like as if when you have a roof over your head, whether it's permanent or temporary, it's like you get minimal gang stalking, but you get all the shitload of electronic torture and weapons, to the point where you end up um, sometimes thinking you're dying, because we are being slow murdered, and then you end up thinking you're dying, and sometimes you'll have like, and this was several years ago, having like pain in the heart or heart palpitations, or how they put pressure on your heart, and and stuff like that, and make you afraid that you're dying or something, you know. But even when I was in Greenville, South Carolina, and stuff like that, I ended up and even back in New Orleans and Jefferson and Shrewsbury, being attacked so badly with I didn't know that was direct energy attacks. I mean, and then they would send me home and lie and say, oh, you got the best EKG we've seen all day. They're back to vibrating me again. So it's like, if I am so sleepy, but then, it's really torturous when you're sleepy and tired, but yet the torture is so bad that you can't even get comfortable and sleep. And, seeing certain things, online with the narcissistic online perps, what they say about me, how you gonna be like a homosexual Christ rejecter who trying to make it like as if you're analyzing my quote unquote behavior, like you want to study and monitor my behavior and make judgments. I mean, have a judgmental opinion, but then you mock and don't believe in Jesus Christ, and you want to try to pretend. I mean, you're a narcissistic bully who wants to pretend like as if you're concerned about my mental health, and then I was triggered, by seeing a comment about one of the online perps who try to say that talk about my Candy's attention seeking behavior, but y'all bully me to torture, and then front like you're concerned about my mental health or my mental well-being. Well, I can be mentally fine if you leave me alone. Mind your own business and stop meddling. I don't even know you, you sick creep. So I don't know why you feel the need to worship my mental health. You try to act like you think you had the authority to try to force me back under such satanic mind control. And y'all want to run around talking about that Candy schizophrenic and needs medication. And the narc wants to force you to be medicated so bad so that they can lower your inhibitions and cloud your judgment, and then they can take advantage of you even harder, and they don't want you fighting back and being vigilant. And so that's why they hate me even more, because I'm not under control anymore. I broke free. I broke free from their control and abuse. And it's like, no matter what, if I comply and comply with the medication, comply with if I were obedient and complied with the medication, the treatment, and stuff like that, you still oppress and hate me. But when if I was still on those psych medications, I would have been in jail for many different reasons. I would have been in jail a long time ago. Psych meds make you more violent, and or I would have been dead. I think I would have been dead by now from being so poisoned. And I really would have been overeating and stuffing my face with food and stuff like that. I mean, what I had earlier was just a standard, a normal meal. That wasn't excessive. Maybe I didn't have. Maybe I didn't need the cake, but other than that, that was, um, that was not excessive. So I mean, I mean, it's like they want to make like they want to analyze and make a critical analysis of Candy Grandpre's behavior, and like I'm still a child or something, and it's like it's a battle with trying to fight them off. Like a mental and cyber tug of war with fighting them out of my business, you know? And so it's like if you think I'm a nuisance or aggravating, but you force yourself to watch my videos so you can have more things to use against me and admit that you've been stalking me online, that you've been gang stalking me online and observing everything I do. You admit that you've been stalking me for 3 years. You admit that you've been gang stalking and watching me for 3 years. You know? So, I've been doing YouTube videos for almost exactly 3 years. That first Psych World channel is gone. And YouTube won't allow me to have it back because the online perps falsely reporting everything. And, I see Chief Handler commenting on everybody else's, he used to, like, I think he was the one who caused me to wrongfully get my first strike on YouTube. and back in 2019. And so, I've had battles with him. And so, within a short period of time, it was like, I'm pretty sure, like, when I started to be more vocal and physically showing, like, 2019, physically showing proof of my gang stalking after having a feud with a fake TI perp saying that I don't have evidence. Then I started to show my evidence. And then, I think it was November that Chief Handler falsely reported, he bullied me and falsely reported my video. And then dealing with Star Bricker, I thought that she seemed like she's worse than Chief Handler. You hear the gang stalking outside? The loud bass. Probably not, because that's freaking ridiculous. But I got the air conditioner on, but here they passed by with the noise harassment with the fake crusty loud bass. And so anyway, trying to cause me to lose my train of thought and distract me. So Starbricker is worse than Chief Handler. But yeah, Chief Handler was the first one that caused me to get, wrongfully suspended for like a week or so. And then within a short period of time, um, so that's when I started another channel and called it Psych World Backup. And then I changed it to that Psych World Backup after they snuffed out completely that first Psych World channel. I changed the name to Targeted by the Psych World. And then they attacked that channel. But it's still up. But I was forced to, in order to protect my channel, I was forced to make a lot of my videos private because they were attacking my trying to get all my videos taken down or trying to get my channel taken down. And so I can only partially, function on that channel. I got like 7 videos available, and I can only use the community posts now, which is the community posts are shadow banned, heavily shadow banned. And so, Targeted by the Psych World Backup channel, I had to do the same thing to shut down. I'm sorry. I had to make a lot of my videos private because they were trying to attack that channel and get it taken down. That one perp, Star Bricker, trying to falsely report all my videos, trying to get everything taken down. And it's like I already told y'all the false bad reviews on my Amazon ebooks wasn't enough for her. She not only wanted to give false bad reviews, but she also, successfully got 2 of my ebooks taken down, and then one of them I successfully was able to successfully appeal. And so and so and then it's like, I'm not going to say who, but other online perps are defending Star Bricker like as if she's the victim. When she's not. They don't know the true history of her, the fact that she's been harassing me ever since, I think it's been like October or November 2019. And she's been stalking and following me all these years. Never really left me alone. And still lurking in the shadows. And still doing, stuff behind closed doors. She would even follow and harass and make comments on my blog. I had a blog that was called Targeted by the PsychWorld.wordpress.com. Was forced to shut that down because of feeling discouraged about, other targeted individuals were ignoring me and not even interested, and so I felt discouraged and frustrated and just took it down. But, I felt pretty much ignored. And so now, I used to like WordPress way better than Blogspot. This Blogger, because you were able to embed pictures and videos. But on Blogger, I don't know how to do that on there, But the advantage I have on Blogger is, I have it set up where, and you know what? It was by default. I didn't even manually do that. But I was wondering, how come nobody's commenting on my blog? But then I realized it was by default set to where nobody can comment. And so, I just express myself freely without, express my emotions freely, and at the same time being able to protect my mental health from their harassment and abuse and everything. I do not need any pills. But I heard that, the heavy metals and psychiatric medication it makes the gang stalking attacks even worse. Excuse me. Now they're forcing me to hiccups. It makes the gang stalking attacks even worse. So that's why they want you medicated so badly. And then you know, when I was younger and didn't know the truth, and I was on those psych medications, you know, it seems like when you're sleep deprived, you kind of the same kind of how can I put it? It seems like when you're sleep deprived, you're kind of the same kind of mentally incapacitated, like as if you're on those psych medications. Like as I said, your inhibitions are lowered, and you can't even like you can't even use proper judgment. But it's no fault of your own. It's because these perps are doing this to us. But then they'll say Candy doesn't have good judgment. No, y'all keep sleep depriving me, and you know I'm not on those medications no more. But y'all, you know, you keep sleep depriving me, and and that's why, you know, if y'all want to make remarks about my mental health and stuff like that, well, you know, people ain't mentally right, or you know, if you can't get proper, if you're blocked from getting proper sleep, plus you're hitting me with dues, directed energy weapons. And so then they want to try to gaslight and discredit me and try to make like, well, no, it's not direct energy weapons, it's your bad eating habits, or is this, that, or whatever. And so the perps are under this false impression that I always eat. Like they try to falsely make it like as if I always splurge and eat high calorie, high fat, you know, junk food at every single meal, which is not the case. It's not true. And then they always also, you know, try to falsely assume that all you do is stuff your face with food. You know, which I'm not even on medications no more. And, you know, I seldom overeat much like I used to. But, you know, when a person is stressed or depressed, sometimes they may eat a little more. But trazodone and Cymbalta and Prozac and stuff like that are medications that will make you stuff your face with food. You see, there they go again. You see that? The moment I mention Prozac and stuff. See, they trying to make me sweat and get all scared now. So see, they're trying to make me feel really scared now. It's like, so I mean, wow, they're trying to make me feel like really frightened or something, you know, because I was saying that the intentional functions of the with the director energy weapons, like it's like funny because the moment I mention Prozac, here they go, you know. So, you know, I am not feeling suicidal. I'm not feeling like I want to hurt or kill myself. I'm trying to live and fight to survive every day, you know. And as I said, you know, I don't want to end up going to hell. But it's like, it seems like as if it's like their plan and intent is try to get you to do these things. and you pray, you fight against it, you read the Bible, you try to do things to better yourself. Like if the occasional treat, they want to try to make it like you. It's like a narcissistic abuser. The moment they have a problem with you doing something one time, they'll make it like as if you're always doing something shameful, that you're always doing this, you're always doing that. So like the one time I treat myself to a nice meal, with the money that I work for, they'll try to make like I always take other people's donated money and go eat lavish and like a pig every meal. As I said, they had a freaking, you know, fake narcissistic meltdown about me spending under $30 of my own tax refund money. So I mean, which is probably wait a minute, hold up. Let me try to see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's under 1% of what I got. I don't know. Um, nah, I don't remember. My math ain't. I mean, my mind ain't straight right now. But but it was a very small portion, and now they're vibrating my right calf. See, they're hitting me all kinds of ways with the directed energy weapons. And so, I'm saying what they're trying to get trying to get me to do. And I say I'm fighting against it. Because, and then they want you to be afraid of them. The fear of man. They want you to be afraid, and so, you can't even mention that word, but then, they'll falsely accuse you of feeling that way when you say that they're trying to get you to do these things, and you say that, no, not today, Satan, you're not going to get me. So I mean, they're trying to run me up out of this motel. They're trying to run me out of here, and they're trying to run me out of this motel with the directed energy weapons. I guess they're trying to get me to forfeit this room. The vibrating torture was so bad. But I'm fighting to live and fighting to stay strong against their attempted attacks. And it's, I mean, I mean, like abusive family members who wouldn't believe me. I'm glad I'm not around them because, see, the foster mom, she would have just threatened me. But biological family, they'll take action and have no problems with, they would not hesitate to call and have you locked up. And they use it as a weapon to try to scare and control you. And then, pretend to play innocent because they're all narcs. Pretend to play innocent. Pretend to play like they're innocent, like like, people out in society, they bully me and gang up on me, and then pretend to play innocent and pretend like as if they have my best interests at heart and want what's best for me, when they just want me to be put away like a dog, put away once and for all and forever. To have me eradicated and eliminated and exterminated like a roach. And see, they're continuing to vibrate me again. So it's like they're trying to get me to make the doggone decision to get frustrated, and because I can't handle the vibrating, they're trying to get me to pack up and leave tomorrow. Use the vibrating energy weapons to get me to be frustrated and pack up and leave. So when you have a roof over your head, they hit you with the energy weapons more. And then when you're forced to be on the streets, you got to deal with the gang stalking and harassment more. And then they try to make it easier to try to set you up to get either jailed, locked up in a mental institution, or shot and killed, or murdered some other kind of way. Or they'll try to direct the energy weapons alone. I heard that they've killed people in their own house, and they were killing me, and not even family cared. Nobody cared. And I remember in 2017, they were hitting me in the heart so bad with the directed energy weapons, and try to make it feel like as if I pulled a muscle in my heart. Plus, I was severely sleep deprived. And then, the biological sister, that retard Ramona, and drunk lady Yvonne, my auntie, they try to falsely blame everything on anxiety, and, try to make it like it was, a mental health issue. Trying to make it like it's a mental health issue, And I said no, but I didn't realize it was the energy weapons, though. But I was at my Aunt Yvonne's house, and I think I remember being, hunched over, holding my heart and stuff. And then Ramona tried to say, well, they're going to send you right back home, or something like that. She said, but it's like, I mean, my family members feel zero sympathy or empathy for any sickness I have, and it'd be foster or biological family. They'll sit there, they think I deserve to be punished with suffering. And, every time I'm sick or injured or hurt, or have pain, it's always got to be the talk of me being an attention-seeking hypochondriac, which ain't true. So, I mean, I have some stuff that's bothering me mentally that I wish I could talk about. But I can't even, talk about it on here. And my mind is like not, my mind is not even clear right now. But I'm supposed to be sleeping right now. It's 2:27. It's 2:27. I was supposed to be sleeping by now. And I'm not a danger. I'm not a threat. I'm not a danger to myself or others, and I'm not a threat. I'm just trying to survive, and they're trying to kill me. And then y'all trying to make it like as if I'm just talking crazy and talking nonsense, and you sit there and, y'all think that this is like, very like, I mean, how are y'all saying that y'all helping me, but y'all say that y'all care about my well-being, but y'all have all these videos, to bully and mock me and mock my targeting, while at the same time trying to make it like as if I'm a smooth operator and no, like, look at me, smooth operator. I'm sitting here saying it like Sade saying, smooth operator. I can't sing, and I don't even try, but um, like I'm a smooth operator and slick and clever with scamming people. They try to make it like as if I'm running a game with pretending to be targeted just for money. But then y'all make it like as if I'm mentally ill and not mentally capable of, living day to day and making, adult decisions. Y'all want to try to coerce me to feel infantilized and illegally rob me of my freedom and rights when you don't have that authority. And so, you know, so I mean, it's really I don't know, I can't even express myself the way I really want to, but it's like my words aren't coming out right the way I really want to try to articulate. But it's like, how do y'all think that I'm mentally slow and mentally incapable and need to be watched all the time? Like as if I'm mentally out of it. But then how at the same time you think that I'm slick and clever with, getting over on and scamming people? When I'm just, you know, even when I was working and not asking for anything, I was still being bullied and harassed every single day about the GoFundMe or begging. And it's like, well, at the moment I wasn't begging, so why are you still harassing me about it? So, I mean, and then the online perps, they make it like as if I'm the narc who walks around with a sense of entitlement, saying that, oh, Candy expects everybody to give her a house, a car, and a business to run, and you have to work for these things. Well, the same people who say that, have sabotaged my job. Sabotage my jobs by calling up businesses, showing them my YouTube videos, talking about my videos, of me exposing workplace mobbing, and then to set me up to get fired and banned. So and then Star Bricker, she wants to narcissistically brag about, oh, I'm 61 years old and I never been ever in my life been banned from anywhere. Well, you'll be banned from heaven. If I gotta be banned from heaven, then I hope not. But if I gotta be banned from heaven, then you'll be 10 times more banned. And that's for all you perps. I can't believe how some of y'all perps are make it like as if y'all speaking the truth. Or fake TI perps or TI's turn perps, make it like y'all speaking the truth about the new world order and telling everybody stock up and prepare and talking about biblical end times, and then you turn around and perp somebody. So it's like some of these TI turn perps and fake TI perps, they trying to front like as if they're anti-Illuminati or anti-New World Order, and like they woke to the truth or awakened to the truth and stuff. But then they play both sides, because the other side of their multiple personality, they'll make it like as if, eat healthy, eat natural, and grow your own garden, and stock up and prepare, and they'll make it like they're speaking against the New World Order agendas, and some of them I can't talk about on here because they'll strike my channel. And so then they'll so then the other side, behind closed doors, they'll be saying that Candy needs medication and Candy has mental issues and Candy's schizophrenic and stuff like that. You don't even know me. So yeah, so I mean I mean, it's like they play all kinds of games that if you bully me, but then say that Candy's behavior is childish, but then you're bullying me. You bullying, harassing, stalking, following me everywhere. And then try to say that Candy has the behavior of that of a 6-year-old. or they'll say a 2-year-old has more common sense than Candy. You know, but it's like I'm trying, to fight to, trust in the Lord and not man-made recent psychiatry and mental health. How would the world deal with me back in the 1800s when psychiatry wasn't available? But now all of a sudden, Candy, it's urgent that Candy be locked up and put away in a mental hospital right now, in a mental institution right now. When y'all are assaulting me and, saying that I deserve to die, and that and the online perps have told me straight up, they didn't even sugarcoat or skirt around. They straight up saying, I hate you. And some of the online perps have told me, go kill yourself. I've had some online perps that try to tell me, go kill yourself. Act like they want to try to encourage you. They'll flat out tell you, go and kill yourself. Or go hang yourself. Or go play in traffic. Or something like that. And so, one person named Tony Chris was a perp that said, well, your life is so miserable. Why do you want to keep living? Why don't you just go and kill yourself? But, some people say a Christian shouldn't be afraid to die unless they figure they're scared they're going to hell. I guess I'm afraid I will go to hell. But I'm afraid to die, and I'm afraid of suffering. The suffering that comes with death. And I'm afraid of the suffering that comes with death. And the uncomfortable, excruciating torture, that comes with death. And I'm not ready yet. I'm scared, to die or lose my life. And I've had moments where perps have tried to, like what happened. I think it was April 18th, 2021, and they put me at the Sweet Dream Inn Hotel. It used to be Baymont Inn and Suites. They put me in the and they messed me up and forced and manipulated and forced the hotel check-in to be late, and try to lie and say that the other rooms weren't ready yet, and then they deliberately and on purpose put me in room 233. Well, I thank God that there was a deadbolt, because and I'm glad it was a functional and working deadbolt, because somebody tried to some kind of way, somebody tried to break into that hotel room. Somebody tried to break into the room. And my door was cracked. Even though it had the deadbolt on it, the door was cracked. And for some odd reason, I was sleep deprived days before that. But then I slept really good from like 4 p.m. to like almost midnight or something. And I felt that was odd or strange. And I was wondering, well, who had who would have, I mean, how could anybody get access to the, I mean, if it weren't staff, why would staff leave me in an unsafe, position like that? It was April 18th, and they put me in room 233. So, I mean, and I'm like, well, are they trying to do a Kanika Jenkins on me or what, So it's like, and so then they set me up to get banned from that hotel, or trying to, force me to wear what on purpose to run me off so I couldn't come back. And they were bullying me and gang stalking me super hard, and they had the ritualistic red fake hair or red and black hair or wearing red and, playing all kinds of games and being abusive and stuff like that. And so, I got, and they were gang stalking me super hard over there too. And treating me dirty and treating me unfair. And so, and I trying to tell two so-called targeted individuals about it, and they ignored me and acted like they weren't interested in hearing what I had to say, or like they didn't care. Like any other time, you would have been outraged and concerned for me. So I know that I closed and locked the door, plus put the deadbolt on it. And it seems like it was part of the gang stalking at certain hotels I would go to. They would deliberately put me in a room where the deadbolt doesn't exist, or where the deadbolt is broken or messed up or something, or where the locks, if the doors wouldn't lock properly or whatever, or at the Red Roof Inn, at the bottom, they had an air conditioner that was right by the window, like right under the window, and it was at least 2 rooms like that where the air conditioner was taken out. And no, it was 1 room. But something wrong or unsafe with every room that young boy tried to put me in. And then he got smart ass and disrespectful towards me. But, and then the one time, like, one of the owners or managers was like very narcissistic, rude, and disrespectful and mean. So it's like, I don't think I ever want to go, if I can avoid it. I don't think I want to go back to the Red Roof and anymore. And plus, well, their rooms are smaller than this. This is a motel, and that's a hotel. But but it's like, yeah, the Red Roof Inn sucks in many different ways. It really sucks. But I'm thankful and glad to be here, though. So I mean, $365 a week. That's cheaper than $100 a night. But I'm just not ready to have to end up back on the streets again. But while I'm doing this video, I've been talking for nearly an hour, and they've been, at first they were consistently vibrating me, and then they will be off and on with vibrating me, vibrating my entire body with emphasis on my feet and my coochie. Yeah, I'm being explicit because that's what y'all, my feet, my coochie, and my booty hole is the main things y'all want to vibrate. Tonight at this moment, that because that's y'all the ones perverted, not me. Y'all the ones who's trafficking me and exploiting me, and then y'all want to holler about somebody being a scammer. Y'all the human trafficker, of innocent, unconsenting people. Non-consenting people. That's the biggest scam you can get. Don't talk about me being a scammer when I'm trying to fight for my survival. I never heard of any talk about Candy as a scammer until 2020 after Alex ran me out of Pensacola, and who knows what, they started, that false smear campaign on me. Ever since, June 2020 was when they started the false rumors about me, being a scammer after Alex ran me out of Pensacola. Alex Dupree, that perp, the one who tried to get me to sell out and try to say that the police got me under surveillance. I would never trust him and never give in. And so for a brief moment, 30 seconds ago, they tried to hit me in my heart for a brief second with the energy weapons. And so then the online perps are trying to say, well, that's a medical reason why you having chest pains. No, as I said, I know the difference between, them hitting me in the heart with the energy weapons or regular chest pains. Because why, if they'll be hitting me in the heart with the energy weapons, and the moment I mention that, they're hitting me in the heart and making my heart hurt, and then, they stop, and then I'm back to normal for the rest of the day. So, so I'm back to, so that's how I know it will be the energy weapons, because, if it weren't the energy weapons, then it would be more persistent or consistent, and, one time, it was January 2021, it was January 4th or 3rd or somewhere, 2021, I actually had to go to the emergency room, and of course was treated with severe abuse and bullying at the fake Sacred Heart medical center across the street from the mall. Excuse me. Just about everybody I encountered was a narcissistic perp. And then, more than once in my life, with this targeting, once in 2019 and once last year, what I'm talking about. How the hell if I go to the emergency room for pain in my heart, they want to get an attitude with me and be rude and say nothing is wrong with me. And then I'm days of sleep deprived. And then I gotta be forced to walk home from the hospital. Or, walk to the hotel or motel, whatever. And I think in 2019 I was sleep deprived and suffering. It was somewhere around 4th of July, and I was forced to walk 3 hours to, from Gretna to Marrero, walk from, close to Tarrytown, and from Gretna to Marrero, and it taking me 3 hours to walk to the hospital with chest pains and with heart pains. And, it was a torturous feeling, and then being sleep deprived. and then be treated with abuse, and then have to walk all the way back because I didn't have any money. You know. And then one time, I didn't. I walked from UWF campus here in Pensacola all the way to downtown, and it took me like 9 hours. And my heart rate was so high that, I don't even know if I would have. And damn, they hit me in my right ear with high pitched noise. They're attacking me. See, now the pain. Now the noise has subsided. So, the so it was a scary, traumatic moment for me to have walked so long, and I even took breaks and took rest, and the most I got throughout walking was like $5, and it was nighttime, and walking all the way down North Davis Highway, and it seemed like it took an eternity to walk. Around then I didn't have no money. No, I think I did have a little bit of money, and it was around, one of those holidays, and it was a Friday night, and no cab would come pick me up, and I was forced to walk home, and then walk downtown to the homeless sleep spot. And I tried to go to the Days Inn downtown and ask for some water. And the lady was rude and mean towards me and wouldn't get me no water and wouldn't allow me to explain my situation or nothing. And then she told me it cost, like, at that time, she said it cost like $186 a night or something to stay there. And I didn't even have that kind of money. But so then I was forced to go, and that was a traumatic moment for me, that my heart rate was so high that I don't even know if I would have ended up dropping dead from just simply walking for hours. And that lady was so prejudiced that she didn't even want to get me no water. And then the gas station across the street was closed. It was, and I had no other way to get any water to drink. So, dang. Like right now, I'm feeling sleepy. I'm feeling very sleepy. And I guess tonight that is a night that if they didn't vibrate me, it's a night that I could sleep. That my body and my mind can fall asleep. But there'll be some times where I won't even be vibrating. And for some odd reason, just can't sleep. Unexplainably, can't sleep. And they're not even vibrating or harassing me or doing nothing. But here's a night where I can... I'm sleepy and tired, but they attack me so hard, that they're trying to run me up. They're trying to run me up out of here, But I need safety and a roof over my head. Don't want to run out of here. I don't want to run out of here and then end up back on the streets and feel just as tortured. Or if I go anywhere else, I gotta experience the same torture and abuse everywhere else. But it's like the pain and the torture this intense. It was how I ended up homeless in the first place. And then this is the same intensity of the vibrating from when I was living in Los Angeles. And I'm very, shocked and feeling disbelief that nobody, like, people won't take me seriously or believe me, and I do not have any underhanded, sinister, or hidden agenda. I'm not out to scam anyone. I'm not out to play games. I'm not out. I don't have a sinister or hidden agenda to make the TI community look crazy. You know, I'm truly suffering. Like they just tried again to burn in the toes on my right foot. And so I don't know what else to say now, but I'm bothered by certain things, you know, at the moment, and I want to. I wish I could get to talk about it. You know, I hate being forced to hold my emotions and my feelings in, but I'm gonna try again to fall asleep, see if I can go to sleep. So I'll see y'all